Deion Sanders. I learned that talent opens doors, but character keeps you in the room. God didn't bless me to fit in, He blessed me to stand out. Next one, I don't chase validation, I chase purpose. A lot of people, confidence isn't loud, confidence is consistent. And every day, and one day you get to the point to where you say, these people gotta look me in my eye. And that's where I'm at now. I'm coming for everybody who's on top. They gotta see me eye to eye.
Hold your applause, I ain't done yet. Immortality got me weary since Kobe died. I got this watch on my arm, but I'll never know my time. So my focus lies in my work, which got me in overdrive. I can't break for a day. I'm in a maze of my mind. I can't make an escape.
Say, man, so we back with another episode of Decoding Two Sides of the System. I'm your host, King Trey. This is the Affirmation Run. Today we're breaking down the mindset, discipline, and the purpose of Deion Sanders. This isn't about hype. This is about character. This is about consistency. This is about knowing who you are when nobody is clapping. Talent might open the door, but character keeps you in the room. Let's lock in. And before we start, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Lesson 1. Shout out Deion Sanders. I learned that talent opens doors, but character keeps you in the room. Listen, your talent in life can take you places that you never even dreamed of. Your talent could shine the light on you to be able to shine bright in the media and things like that. But your character will forever keep you in the room. If you have a bad attitude, there's only so much time you have before your talent don't equate to what you bring. See, a lot of people don't understand. When your character is bad, they only tolerate you for your talent. When your talent no longer outweighs your character, then you're done and nobody is going to mess with you. But during those times when you are talented and your character is wrong and you are in these situations, understanding that you are burning bridges by the minute, not by the day, by the minute, by the second. Because future, whenever the thing that you're doing stops and you try to go into another lane, if your character is already tainted, then nobody's going to trust you outside of where you're winning. And even where you're winning, whenever you are the top dog and then you eventually come down to earth, people won't give you the same respect and things that you've earned. So please understand that your character is going to always keep you in the room of possibilities. And I think a lot of times people talent bust them through the door and they able to be this person, but their character is not wrapped around the same level as their talent. Like their talent is preceding everything about their character, and they feel like that they're better than other people and they feel like they don't have to treat people right. And that diminishes your impact on everything, because there's millions of people that do whatever you're doing, and eventually somebody else is going to rise to the top. That's the evolution. That's life. And if you don't have enough equity built up with your character, you don't know how far you will fall. And people have to understand that just because your talent gets you somewhere don't mean that it's going to keep you somewhere. You still have to work on your game. Like, look at a person like Ben Simmons, who talent opened him the doors to be the number 1 pick, but his character, when it came to his work ethic, to work on the elements where he couldn't do, is the shooting that he didn't take serious, and eventually the talent faded and his character of his work ethic was questioned. And one thing about life is people question your character and they question your character within your work ethic, then you're done, because it's not about if you can do it, it's about somebody questioning if you want to do it. So please don't ever let your character diminish your talent, because a lot of times in life people miss the opportunities, and then when they come back around, it's not as sweet as they once had it. It's hard, but it's life. Shout out to Deion Sanders for that. Next topic. Shout out Deion Sanders. God didn't bless me to fit in. He blessed me to stand out. There's a lot of people in life that don't understand this quote. You are different from other people because you don't fit in. Your heart is pure. Why do you question? Well, I can't understand why this person do me like that and I would never do them. That's because God bless you not to fit in. He blessed you to stand out. You're around a circle of people that don't fit your character, don't fit your true ability for you to have to elevate, to get to the point to where he sees you at, to where you see yourself at mentally every single day. The thing about it is where people get things misconstrued is the people that do walk and talk with the confidence, they might seem as they're uppity or too much or full of themselves, but no, it's really the confidence to understand that I'm going to stand out no matter what I do just because of my aura. And I think a lot of people don't realize how blessed and how much of a blessing they are to other people. And they know it, but they just won't say it and admit it. Like the people that's always there for the people that's going through stuff. If you the woman that always answer the phone from your girl who always struggling, you always come through, you always make a way out of no way for your kids. You always is the mediator for your family, making decisions, trying to help everybody, helping your nieces, helping your nephews. Understand that God bless you to stand out, not to fit in. That's why it be so much pressure whenever you look at why people don't treat people like you do, why people is not accepting like you do, why people don't appreciate the things that you do is because whenever God did that for you, you took the answer and you kept going, you kept striving. And most people don't understand that part of life. Most people don't understand that lesson that God gave them, the lesson of who they are, even the lesson of who you are. You are never going to be meant to fit into your family that you've done elevated, you've done grown, and they keep doing the same things, pulling you in. You're never going to fit in there. And you got to understand that and accept that. It's not to cut them off. Just understand where you are and who you are. You're not too much. You're more than enough. You're more than enough to understand that you've done elevated and done push past these points that some of your family may be stuck at. And it's very, very hard to understand that. It's very, very hard to be the person that is always in a straight line, is always doing something, and people may think you the goody two shoes or something, but no, you just got character and principles, and you know what you want to do. You know how you want your kids to live. You know the life you want to provide for your kids, and you know the risk that you had to take for your kids to get this life. So don't let these people deter you. Understand that you're standing out because you are different, and always be different. Next one, quote by Deion Sanders: I don't chase validation, I chase purpose. A lot of people are chasing validation in life. A lot of people are chasing the validation from people that they don't even know. You won't post stuff because you scared about being validated by people you don't know. They just follow you. People that don't even talk to you on the daily. People that don't know you besides a follow button, or they click on your page and scroll for 3 seconds. Understand that whenever you chasing validation for people who really don't care about you, you're never going to be online to chase your purpose. And I get this quote by Deion is because he chases the purpose that he has within himself, not the validation of the choices that people feel he should do. A lot of people wanted him to stay at Jackson State. He had to chase the purpose of becoming a higher major Division I coach, the purpose of getting his kids to the NFL, the purpose of taking on a real bigger opportunity in life. And a lot of people will think that he needed to chase the validation of a community, the black community, of staying in HBCUs and doing that. But if his purpose told him to level up, who are we to question a man's purpose? His validation is set. He did what he did. He left his mark on where he was. That is the purpose that he had. So he didn't chase the validation for all people, and you shouldn't chase the validation for people either. You don't chase the validation for people who haven't grown. You sitting there doing things for them, and you sitting there and your mom is telling you Well, that's your sister. That's always going to be your sister. But your sister is not aligning with her purpose. But your parent is trying to chase the validation of that's your sister so that it diminishes your purpose on what you are doing for them. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't let these people deter you. You can't let these people hurt you. You can't let these people sit there and tell you something that don't validate how you are as an individual. Don't let them do that, because all they doing is keeping you at bay. They're knowing who you are and they're using everything you do against you. Please don't let them do that. Be different. Next one. Confidence isn't loud. Confidence is consistent. I think that this is a great big quote for me and myself for this year. I literally was just talking to shout out Jay this year about this quote, and you know, confidence is consistency. If you can do something consistent, you gotta have the confidence to do it, because you'll be building that consistency. And you can't do anything if you're not confident, because you wouldn't even try it. But the understanding that confidence isn't loud. Like, people think confidence is loud, but you're so consistent that people see you daily that they might take it as that, because they not doing something as consistent as you. So they might think that your confidence is loud. But don't ever let nobody tell you how loud your confidence is, or don't ever let nobody dim your light within your confidence or your tone or your sound. Nothing on your confidence should be allowed to be touched by anybody. Not your partner, not your mother, not your husband, not your wife. Your confidence is your confidence, and make sure it's consistent to who you are and what you went through to build it that way. Your confidence is not loud to where you have to tone it down for people. You don't have to tone down your confidence when you get around all your family because everybody's not making the best decisions and they struggling. No, you be consistently who you are because you work to be that person. I think a lot of times in life, people like to dim people's confidence to make them feel comfortable. Or sometimes if you've been through a lot of growth and you've been through a lot of success, you might try to dumb down your confidence to make people feel comfortable because you don't want to feel like this. But if they take it like that, that comes from your consistency, not how loud you popping it. So I just want to let people know that it's a process to everything, man. And confidence is going to always be built within consistency, because if you're confident about something, you're going to do it consistently. And I know that whatever you're doing in life, whatever you're chasing, your confidence may not be there right now to compete with who you think is at the top. But if you consistent, your confidence is growing every day. And one day you're going to get to the point to where you say, these people got to look me in my eye. And that's where I'm at now. I'm coming for everybody who's on top. They got to see me eye to eye, and not a competition, just as an equal, because I want what everybody else wants. That's a spot at the top. That's being able to do this full time, being able to provide for my family, being able to push limits and impact the world. I want to impact the generation, and I'm going to do that. This is the affirmation run. Mark my words. I'm going to be great. I'm going to have 500,000 subscribers by the end of this year too. I want y'all to clip that. I want to see this in 2026 before my birthday, December 31st. So shout out to Deion for this quote, man. You already know the motto, be different. Next one. Everybody claps when you're winning. Few people stay when you're building. Listen, everybody can clap now. I was getting so many phone calls whenever I hit my 100,000 subscribers and things like that, because they see you at the mountaintop. They see you like, wow, like he did it. But there was not a lot of people with me whenever I was building this, whenever I was taking my own money, sacrificing, flying to LA to go to the studio, paying gas, paying for plane tickets, like just doing so much that I just, man, it was hard. It was hard. And the people that was with me that was building, I truly, truly appreciate it. But the people that clap when you at the top understand that they're clapping for a purpose. They want to let you catapult them into something that you work for without respecting you. My mom used to always tell me, shout out to Simba, you got this bar too. You always treat the janitor like a boss because everybody plays a role in you taking a loss. Listen, the janitor could easily become a boss in a year. The boss could easily become a janitor in a year, and that's how it is. You gotta treat people the same. This just is a testament to what people do whenever they start winning. They forget the people that was with them whenever they was building. They forget the core principles of what made them who they are and why they have what they have. But don't let that affect you. Don't let that hurt you. Please understand that everybody has a purpose. Everybody that's building something understands truly how hard it is to do if you've done it yourself and you didn't take no shortcuts. And I got to where I got by not taking shortcuts. I actually did the work. I actually studied what I needed to do. I actually was with the people that was with me whenever I was lower at the bottom. Like the people that helped me with my podcast and things like that. I'll never forget them because those are the originals of why I am where I am and who I am and why I'm doing this, because I want to help more people climb to the top and things like that, even though I know that it's a process. But you gotta understand what field you in. You gotta understand your situation in all times in life. If you are somebody that's climbing and some of these people they're only messing with you because you got to the top. Most people are not going to be with you when you're building because they don't believe in what you're saying. They don't believe in your plan. They don't believe in you. They don't believe in your words. So you have to have the confidence within yourself to push forward. You can do it, but understand that when you start doing it, it comes with a lot. People show up when everything is built, and then or they show up when all the food cook and ask for a plate. They don't ask you if you need a burner, if you need grease, if you need seasonings. They just have a hand out and they're ready to eat everything that you've cooked. So please understand that and be different. Next one. Your past may explain you, but it should never define you. I love this quote because everybody has a past, and your past is going to tell a story about you, whether it be good or bad at that moment. That does not have to define you for a lifetime. Everybody has made mistakes in the world. Everybody has hurt. Everybody has did things that they wish that they can regret. Those things do not have to define you. If you are somebody that you made a mistake, or you feel like you had kids early, or you feel like you picked the wrong woman to marry, or you feel like you let yourself go within your body, that doesn't have to define you for a lifetime. That's a moment. You are feeling down in a moment, but there's so many moments within a year. There's so many moments within 3 years that you have to get back everything that you want. If you down on a breakup and it's your fault and y'all can't get back together, it shouldn't define you. Like, that's a moment where you gotta take the lesson and keep going. You gotta pray for the individual, or not you got to, but you should pray for the individual that's moving on and doing their thing. But at the end of the day, you have to be yourself. You have to continue to push. But those choices do not define you. That's what I had to tell myself. I made a bunch of mistakes, but them mistakes don't define who I am. Them mistakes don't define my heart. Them mistakes don't define the man that God has built me to be. I messed up. I messed up. There's no excuses. I'll take full accountability. But when you can't do that, that's when you fall and lose yourself. That's when you hurt yourself. That's when you question your manhood. That's when you question why you even live. And that's why you drink and you do drugs and you do all these different things to try to hide everything that's going on. But please, please, please understand that those decisions do not define who you are. It shines light on who you used to be. And even if it was a good thing and now you're struggling right now, that's just light of showing you that you have the ability to be a good person. You have the ability to do the right thing. And that's the main thing about this. Don't let these moments define your lifetime. Be different. Man, look, That's the end. Shout out to Deion Sanders. And I'm going to end it with this. Everybody claps when you're winning, but few people stay when you're building. Your past may explain you, but it will never define you. Stop asking God to bless something you're not willing to work for. Purpose over validation, discipline over comfort, character over applause. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are not here to follow the crowd. We're here to be different. See y'all on the next one.
Hey, it's your boy King Trey here with Decoding Two Sides of the System. I've been telling y'all that I got a big announcement. Well, it's here. I've now partnered with my first deal with the Clap app. And listen, all you gotta do is use my link. Boom, it's gonna be here, it's gonna be here, it's gonna be here, all down here. Listen, click the link. If you got any videos that you want to make reels out of, if you got any podcasts, gym content that you talking or anything, and you don't know how to make your own reels or your content creation, all you got to do is use my link, plug in your URL to your content, and it will make your reels for you. Listen, this is an opportunity for you to take whatever content you got to the next level. And with Clap, that's what we doing. We taking it to the next level. So I want to thank everybody that's been supporting me from day one, to all the people, all my new subscribers. Like I say, y'all not subscribers, y'all family members. The Be Different family is growing fast. And with the growth, we're now accomplishing new things. So I want to thank y'all for supporting me, growing with me. And listen, y'all make sure y'all tap in. I'm talking about, listen, I'm clapping. Hey, it's there. Use the link and let me know what, you know what? Forget all that. I want to see who got the best content. Use my link, tag me in the content, and I'm going to throw you on the pod. That's what we doing. I'm going to shout you out to all the family. Whoever got the best content, that make the best content using the Clap app, is going on the pod, man. So y'all already know the motto: be different.